I had a rough crowd last show I did. Somebody in the audience actually shouted, "Hey, don't quit your day job!" But turns out it was actually just my boss seeing me to come into work in the morning. I need you, don't go. Sometimes I get down on myself, you know. Sometimes I get down on myself. Sometimes I think, you know, audiences don't laugh. I think maybe I don't have what it takes in this business, you know? Maybe I can't appeal to a mainstream audience. Maybe, you know, I'm what they call a comics comic, and I should just focus on my day job, which would be fine, except I'm also a plumber's plumber. So they're the only ones who appreciate my art. I'll be fixing a sink and just a bunch of plumbers hanging out in the back of the kitchen requesting wrenches. They're all comedians over there. So. We relate to that! I just quit my job at the water cooler store. Too much gossip. The people laughing back there, they're water cooler employees. Like, we relate to that! Oh man, sucks at the water cooler store. Right out of high school, I remember I tried to join a carnival, you know? And I had an interview for a fortune teller position. And the interviewer sat me down, and he's like, "So where do you see yourself in 5 years?" And I'm like, "That's not how it works!" See how they laughed prematurely? Those are fortune tellers back then. I went to a fortune teller recently. Fortune teller, she was reading my palm, and she told me that I was going to be murdered, flayed, and then someone was going to walk around wearing my skin. And I fucking freaked out over that. And, like, you know, I was weird and nervous all day. But then I thought about it later, and I just laughed at myself. Because while she was reading my palm, I had forgotten to remove my leather gloves. So that was a cow's fortune. I was wearing its skin. I don't know who coined the phrase, "there's more than one way to skin a cat," but I sure hope they have his picture hanging up at the animal shelter. With a sign that says, "Do not adopt anything to this man. He will torture the animal to death and then write inspirational quotes about doing so." We don't know people inspired about that. I got pretty drunk the other day. I wound up at an illegal cockfight at 2 a.m. And it was actually very heartbreaking. Especially since I knew that these roosters had to be up at the crack of dawn. Get these guys some shut-eye. They need to wake up America. George Washington is rolling in his grave right now. Thanks to geological plate tectonics. I'm just going to say this one more time. Scarecrows need to be filled with a bedding straw, such as wheat or barley. Oat is more of a feeding straw and is going to attract the birds. I am getting sick and tired of having these straw man arguments. big deal. You know, I don't see what the big deal about being a hostage is. You know? How you do that shit blindfolded? With my hands tied behind my back. You know what I'm trying to say? I was actually, a while ago, I was leaning out of my basement window, you know? I was leaning out. You know how you lean? You ever lean? I was doing that. And a fucking spider crawled up my beard. Which officially made me the shittiest Rapunzel ever. That's not handsome Prince, there's bugs in your face. That's not what I want. We're already like 2 months into 2016, and I am still accidentally writing Bill Cosby is innocent on all my checks.